What is up, YouTube? Today in this video there's going to be a bunch of rambling and ripping and repairs, so sit back, relax, and get ready for an epic adventure with me and Harrison. We'll have to put in like crowd going wild noise right there. So I'm starting out today's video in the drone room because normally when I go out and rip, I start having fun and I forget to video. So I needed to ramble to you guys now before we start. Why are you not speaking? Oh, I need you to speak.
Sorry, I'm watching.
You're just watching the disaster as it's happening. Okay, so in today's video, let me start with I have been working with one quad for quite a while now, but today I've got 3 working quads. This is Memorial Day, but the reason why, no, not the reason why. Let me put my thoughts together. Okay, so what I have here is a very special quad. Does this look familiar to you guys? Right? This is a Mr. Steel, built to spec, even got his little Immortal L antenna on there. The only difference between this setup and his is the left-handed Tramp antenna, and I'm going to be running his 4S motors on 5S only because I don't have any 4S batteries. So my plan is to do like maybe a throttle cut or something to tone it down just a little bit. But I'm venturing out and trying to find, you know, like my next setup, because y'all know that Flyno's out of business and I can't get the tack frame anymore. But I really do. I really like a solid bottom plate quad. But there's not a lot of options for that. And you know, this is like, I know y'all know who this dude is. This quad it's proven itself, and it's really light too compared to mine. So, and the arms is, we'll see. But also, I managed to pick up a Johnny FPV. You probably can't see that because the lighting's horrible. Johnny FPV, the QAVS frame. Currently got KISS on there, but this is giving me the idea where down in the comments, I'm thinking about doing like the top 5 pilot, not the top 5, but just kind of like, you know, 5 pilots quads, right? And do their exact setup like I have done the Mr. Steel build, right? I've got the Johnny frame, but it's currently got all the V2 KISS on it stuff, but I'm gonna see what Johnny FPV's flying. So that's 2, so that leaves 3 setups. Down in the comments, give me an idea of someone's setup that you would like to see. Harrison, do you have any suggestions? Maybe we'll just leave them 2, like you suggest. Little drip. All right, so we're gonna do a full-blown Skyliner. DJI is in the works for me later on, in like in the middle of June. I'm probably going to get the DJI stuff. So this video it's gonna be a while before this video actually comes out, where I'm going to compare top 5 pilots build to, if it's still around by then, the Attack Edition KISS V2 32 amp ESCs, and maybe some fresh motors. I've still got some parts for that, so that's what we'll do. Top 5. Harrison's already picked one. That leaves 2 down in the comments. Put 2 builds that you would like for me to see to spec. That I'm going to have to do beta flight. I hate it, but anyway, here we go. Let's go out and have some fun.
Harrison's leaving. Bye, Harrison. You didn't expect this. I hope you rip fine. What else do I do? What else do I say? My condolences go to you.
Break an arm.
Don't break an arm. Have fun, kids. All right, here you go.
All right, so I've made it up to Cleveland, Tennessee. But there's this spot that I've been eyeballing for a while, but it's just one of them places like you got to come on a holiday when nobody's here. So there's some trucks over here in the parking lot, but I've kind of been here for a minute and I haven't seen anybody. So I don't know. I'm gonna get like a quick little, let's see what the heck I can get here. 1 pack on the Tack Edition frame. I'm scared to fly the Mr. Steel here. I mean, I hadn't even maidened it yet, so I'm definitely not gonna maiden it in a place like this. But I'm trying to like hit multiple spots today that you normally just can't go to. So let's get something really quick from here and then move on to the next one.
What you know about rolling down in the deep? When your brain goes numb, you can call that mental freeze. When these people talk too much, put that shit in slow motion. Yeah, I feel like an astronaut in the ocean. Ay, what you know about rolling down in the deep? When your brain goes numb, you can call that mental freeze. When these people talk too much, put that shit in slow motion. Yeah, I feel like an astronaut in the ocean. She say that I'm cool, I'm like, yeah, that's true. I believe in G-O-D, don't believe in T-H-O-T. She keep playing me dumb, I'm a player for fun. Y'all don't really know my mental, let me give you the picture like stencil. Falling out in a drought, no flow rain was I'm pouring down. See that pain was all around, see my mode was kinda lounge. Didn't know which way to turn, flow was cool but I still felt burned. Energy up, you can feel my surge, I'ma kill everything like this purge. What you know about rolling down in the deep? When your brain goes numb, you can call that mental freeze. When these people talk too much, put that shit in slow motion. Yeah, I feel like an astronaut in the ocean. Ay, what you know about rolling down in the deep? When your brain goes numb, you can call that mental freeze. When these people talk too much, put that shit in slow motion. Yeah, I feel like an astronaut in the ocean. The ocean. What you know about rolling down in the deep? When your brain goes numb, you can call that mental freeze. When these people talk too much, put that shit in slow motion. Yeah, I feel like an astronaut in the ocean. Ay, what you know about rolling down in the deep? When your brain goes numb, you can call that mental freeze. When these people talk too much, put that shit in slow motion. Yeah, I feel like an astronaut in the ocean.
Okay, that's all I'm going to do from this spot. I can already tell either I'm having one of them days where I just can't fly or do the things that I want to do, or I just can't shake the nerves. I flew a couple of packs here to try to like figure out a line that I wanted to try, and I just can't not be nervous. So I don't know what the problem is with that, but I really don't care. I just have fun out here, you know, making videos and doing my thing. But I want to like do epic stuff, but just sometimes it don't happen. So anyway, today may not be my day, but I'm done with this spot because I'm going to destroy my stuff. I'm just like, this needs to be like the last spot of a day where you're like all warmed up and everything. This is the first spot. So let's go somewhere a little bit more open and maybe test out the Mr. Steel quad and do some things with it. So here we go. Okay, so I made it out here to what used to be Cabela's here in Ringgold, Georgia. It's abandoned. There's a sign that says no trespassing. There is some people like chilling out over here in the corner, but you know, it's a good open area, and I think it'd be a good place to try out the Mr. Steel quad. So I know this is a long video today, and it probably makes no sense, but whatever. But Risky Biscuits, my buddy, he's our Team Banjo Legs media expert, right? You know, like, dude films weddings and does like epic freaking like documentary films for weddings. I mean, anyway, he has instructed me that I am posting too often on YouTube, and that I need to get to like a set schedule, because that's what YouTube likes, is like for like their algorithm, they would rather you just have like a schedule, a posting schedule or whatever. So I guess I'm gonna have to not post more often and just make longer rambling, ripping repair videos. So I don't know when this was gonna come out. I'm gonna try his strategy. Hopefully I can bank up enough stuff by like sometime like July, maybe August. I can do like a 30-day post every day, and I'll have like a bank full of videos, you know. So I'm gonna like not post too often and maybe make long videos. So yeah, back to the Mr. Steel, trying out the Mr. Steel quad. So earlier in the video, you know, I talked about how I had all the everything, you know, Mr. Steel, but this is a Fettech. But in the description of his build video, it's like he says new ESC and new flight controller. So I'm not 100% sure, but I think he's flying Fettech. But Vic FPV is, and we know he rips, and he's ripping the same Apex and everything. So right now, what I did is I set it up last night, and it's going to be, this first little test flight is going to be on stock Vtx PIDs. And then I had read that it's not a good idea to like do a dump from a KISS, it messes it up or whatever, but I did put my rates in there, and you know, got all my switches set up and everything. So I'm gonna go ahead and like strap a GoPro on this thing and just do a quick little maiden around the parking lot here, taking it easy. I'm not gonna do a throttle cut. It's gonna be 5S, carrying a heavy ass Hero 9. So that's gonna be the first thing, and then I think after that I may look up maybe a tune that Vic FPV did on his, and maybe put that in there. So anyway, here we go. Oh yeah, so real quick, while I'm putting this GoPro mount on here, which I should have done before, anyway, I want to thank K-May out there on YouTube. He's been a subscriber for a while, and me and Harrison did a giveaway one night during a live stream, and he won a Vtx flight controller, and you guys all know that that thing's out of stock everywhere. So I messaged him and I was like, hey man, have you had a chance to build anything with that yet? And he was like, no. And I was like, well, I'd be glad to like buy it back from you, or as soon as one comes in stock, I'll send it back if you don't mind. Let me borrow that thing for a little bit or whatever. So I want to thank him for sending me the Vtx flight controller back out here. And also another thing about that I'm excited about, not only, you know, to try out the Mr. Steel setup, you know, but I know I'm not doing it exactly the way, you know, he has his setup and everything, as far as like flying it on 5S and doing the Hero 9 and that kind of stuff, because he says in his video, you know, and I agree with him, you know, he can only stand by his product if you do exactly what he does, you know, with the foam wedge and everything. But one of the things that I'm excited about, and one of his key selling points about this frame and his setup, is the super clean OSD, or the super clean video that you get from the voltage regulator that's built in to the board on the back there, and the OSD. And any of you guys that have been around KISS or know anything about KISS, is like KISS doesn't have their own OSD or anything. You always have to have some kind of a board, some kind of an addition, like the Wolf PDB or the Mr. Steel PDB, or the, back in the day on my first build that I ever did was the Rotor Right, and I used the PMP 50 thing that Mr. Steel used to get his OSD. But the other night when me and Harrison was at the motorcycle track with Mookie, I couldn't hear my call outs, because normally I don't have anything. My camera's just blank. I don't have any OSD. And my radio calls out I can ask it to tell me my milliamp consumption or my voltage, you know. And those motorcycles were so loud, I couldn't hear it. So I was having to get Harrison to come over there, and I was like, Harrison, you know, tell me what it says. And he'd lean down to the radio, and I'd flick the switch, and he'd be like 700 milliamps. So that kind of sucked. So the reason why, another reason why I'm excited about this build is the built-in OSD and the functions, you know, that I can change my Vtx and do all that stuff, you know, on the, enough rambling. I told you there's gonna be some rambling, but I'm not doing as much ripping as I thought I was gonna do. So I'm gonna shut up now, and I'm gonna fly this thing factory tune. Here we go. Down in the corner, we're gonna put some DVR, I hope, and then you guys can see how great this video is, how clean it is. We'll see. I did everything the way he told me to, so let's see what we got here. Not trying to do anything super impressive. Just trying to make my Mr. Steel. It's super expensive quad, so don't be like hating on me or nothing. Gonna ease it around here. The tune sucks. Got a lot of bounce back in that sucker. It's really floaty. I can tell I need a throttle cut. Plenty of power. Way too much power. Super smooth. Definitely want to try a throttle cut and some tunage. She's bouncy. She's bouncy. Yeah, she's bouncy. She's bouncy. Hopefully that's the reason why. Yeah. I mean, you know, we're sucking up the milliamps, that's for sure. Sucking up the milliamps. I would imagine with a tune on this thing, it'd be something else. Let's try not to crash it. I really want to try to keep this one in good shape until I get some other pro pilots built, you know, and that way I can compare, you know, not with some beat up piece of shit compared to the other ones, you know. I'm not really pushing it, but my flight time is a little better. Video is pretty badass, I gotta say. I'm only on 200 milliwatts, so. Start eyeballing some lines at this place. I've tried Mr. Steel rates before, and you know, his pitch and roll's okay for me, but his yaw is just a little weird, so I'm just going with my rates. Might as well, you know, there's no sense in. I don't think rates is a big a deal as much as a tune would be. You know, to get a good feel of how somebody's quad is or whatever. If that makes sense. Because I ain't trying to fly like Mr. Steel, I'm trying to fly like Tack. I just want to fly his quad, you know. And everybody else's. I want to see what's out there, see what I'm missing. The flight time is freaking awesome. The tune does make my rolls feel, or I don't know if the, you know, the size of the quad or the lightness or whatever, it does make my rates feel like they're a little high for me, but we'll see. All right, there was the Mr. Steel first rip stock PIDs. Let's fix that. Okay, so I got the Vic tune on there that I got off of one of his YouTube videos. Quite a few different changes to the PIDs there. We'll see. Still got my rates. Still on the stock throttle. I want to try to make, you know, get a good feel of the quad before I start messing with the throttle curve, you know, and all that kind of stuff, because I do want to tame it down just a little bit. So here we go. Definitely feels better. Whoa! Okay. What was that? I did not like that. Did not like that. I might have to figure out what's up with that. Much of a dip on, it's got a little bit on the throttle, on the top of the throttle. Just did not like that move at all. pitch needs some work. Roll feels pretty good. Yeah, roll. That'll work. Still got a little bounce back on the roll. That pitch is scary. Oh yeah, that's real scary. Real scary. Real prop wash. I'm used to that though. Tree there. Maybe my buddy Beat Tube in the background over here, maybe he can give me a helping hand on tuning this quad, because his quad's like tuned like in, and maybe he can give me a little input on this. So I'm gonna cut this video off right here, and then I'm gonna talk it over with the man over there and see if he can give me a hand with that roll kickback, whatever the hell that was. So yeah. Okay, so I spent like, oh God, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 packs trying to tune that thing, trying to get that whatever out of it. I've got it close, but now it's come down to the line to where the place that I wanted to end the day, it's time to go over there and fly and try to catch a, you know, the, what do you call it, the golden hour. Yeah, we're gonna go to one of the spots that we've been trying to fly for a long time, but like I said, you know, nobody's working today. Hopefully there won't be anybody there. They're renovating the building, so they're already not in the building, but there's been construction workers working there. Anyway, I've rambled enough. Well, let's go to another spot. Ooh, real quick, I can't believe I forgot about this. I gotta get the full-blown Mr. Steel action going on. I'm gonna have audio in my ear for the first time ever. Yes, I'm excited. I tried it out last night. I sung in it. It sounded great. So here we go. tell YouTube the spot won today. Spot won, tack 0. I didn't really get the lines that I wanted to get. I did some ripping, you know, but anyway, you know, we're not gonna let that get us down. We're not gonna let that bother us. I want to thank you guys for watching such a long, drawn-out video that made no sense, that I have no idea what I've edited when I get, because I haven't even edited the motorcycle video that you guys seen before this one, so I haven't even edited that yet, so I don't even know if y'all even, if I was even to make anything out of that. So anyway, we're finishing the day off with some rambling. The Mr. Steel Quad, it still needs some tuning, you know, but that thing freaking rips. I love it. I would like to try it with the KISS flight controller versus the Vtx, because I've never had this much trouble trying to get one to not do some of the shit it was doing. The KISS 4-in-1 ESC, I have burnt 2 of those, caught them on fire. I'm not even going to spend the money that it takes to do that. So I'm going to try a KISS flight controller with the KISS, well, I mean with the Vtx ESC. See what happens with that. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to try to get that thing tuned up and maybe do a dedicated video on the Mr. Steel frame, and then figure out what the heck Johnny FPV. Be sure to comment down in there. You know, we got 2 more picks for pro pilots of a build that you want to see. Anyway, thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.